Hi, I'm Serena Portal. This is the message you need to hear. Today's message is about trust and surrender. And this is also about following your inner guidance, following your heart, following your intuition, whatever you want to call it. And this is something I have a lot of experience in. And sometimes it still is challenging. And it's still challenging sometimes to guide other people to make these big decisions in this way. But let me backtrack a little bit. Sometimes we know in our hearts that a decision is right for us, that we need to make a change, that we need to transform our lives in some ways, that something just is not working for us. And it doesn't necessarily make sense. It's not practical to do what we know is the right thing to do. And the example I'm having with this is quitting your job, which I've done a few times actually. And hopefully for the last time, because I am so not into jobs. And I think that our current system is so messed up and people are just slaves, and it's so unfortunate. And yet it's such a huge leap to do that. And we really have to trust. And when we do trust, because we know deep inside we have to do that. This is funny. My throat's getting all clogged up. Like I'm hopefully speaking truth, clearing truth. Surrender, trust, those are all fifth chakra issues and speaking truth. So when we know something is right and we don't act on it, when we don't make that move, then it really, really harms us. And when we step in and we step forward and we take that leap of faith, like Indiana Jones, the third Indiana Jones movie, where he just walks out onto the nothingness, and then he finds that there's a bridge there. We find there's a bridge there. We find there are ways. Things are revealed to us, and it might be ways we didn't want to use. For example, when I first quit my job, I went through all my retirement, which, I'd like to still have a retirement fund. I don't right now. That doesn't mean I won't again, but it was something that was there that I was thinking wasn't there for me, but I used it. And there's been a number of things that have come up as I've been building my new life after quitting the practical job to really follow what was in my heart and soul. But again, it's all about deep listening to the self and trusting that the universe has our back. And that's so huge. I've been listening to a lot of Bentinho Massaro, and he says one of the most painful beliefs is that the universe does not have our back, that the universe is not going to take care of us, that it doesn't want us to be happy. And that's because it's so untrue. That's why it's so painful. And the more of us that can break through that is going to be very, very powerful for humanity and for the new earth. And some people, it might not be your path to just quit your job and do something different. Some people, it might be more your path to do it little by little. Each person is going to know within themselves which way they need to go. I really didn't think this was going to be a video about quit your job. But here we go. It's sort of that. It can be anything, though. It can be like anything that you need to take a leap of faith on. It can be, shifting a relationship, starting a relationship, ending a relationship, having a baby, anything that feels like a huge, whoa, am I really going to do this? Or even smaller ones in everyday life, reaching out, contacting someone that you're really drawn to, asking someone to partner with you professionally or personally in some way. Any of those things can feel like a leap of faith, and when it's something that you're meant to do. And it can be scary. It can be really scary. But listening to that voice, trusting, surrendering, going with the flow, those are all really powerful practices. So I encourage you to trust your inner self, also known as your higher self, and take the actions that are prompted by that inner self and trust that the universe has your back. Let's create a world that looks like that. It's so exciting. Much love.